Okay, so today we are looking at some of the different costs involved with owning a car. And the number one cost is insurance. Why do we need insurance? Easy public filter boat. Sometimes accidents happen. Now, you could choose to what I call self-insure, which means you don't buy insurance. You just, if an accident happens, you pay for it, right? Most people don't want that. In fact, by law, you have to have some type of insurance. You can decrease your coverage as much as you want, right? But you still have to have liability insurance, which refers to, like, if there's a court case or something or other, then you're covered, right? There's money to pay for that if you screw up. Bodie, what's going on? In order to legally drive in Canada, you must have insurance for your car. The cost of insurance is based on things like the value and type of your car, how old it is, what model, is it a fancy car, is it a basic car, the price, original price of the car, your driving record, are you a good driver, are you a medium driver, are you a lousy driver? I used to work at an insurance agency. There was a guy that once he came in, he had 35 demerits on his license.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. His insurance for that year was like $10,000 or something crazy number. Yeah, it's like really, and it doesn't take much to get a demerit, right?
No.
Yeah. So you can use the MPI calculator to determine your insurance premium. I'm going to show you that as well. Okay, so there are different types. Do you guys have any fill-in blanks to do? No. Not yet? Okay. Different types of insurance, policy insurance. All-purpose is what you probably should have, so you can use that for if you're driving to and from or part way to and from work or school. So if you drive your vehicle to school every day, like I do, I need all-purpose. Ms. Bezlowski, I'm sure she has all-purpose insurance as well. If you're driving your car to school every day, if you're a college student or university student, and you drive your car to school every day, you need all-purpose. Because, why? Because you're on the road more, right? You're going every day. You need a higher insurance. If you don't do that, then you need you can have what's called pleasure insurance. You just drive because it's fun, or you're going to Tim's for coffee. Generally, the only people that have pleasure insurance are retired people. Okay, they're not going to work. They can choose to drive. They might stay at home all day, right? You can drive dependent children to and from school, which I found surprising. I don't know if that's 100% true. You can, if you have pleasure insurance, you can drive to or from work or school no more than 4 days a month and not more than 1,000 miles a year. So if I wanted to, I could get pleasure insurance on my truck, but I could only drive to school once a month. 4 times a month, once a week. Right? Like every Friday I could drive. Right? And I have to walk or get a ride on the other days. What happens if you have pleasure insurance and they find out that you are driving to school every day? You're not covered. And you have to pay for your own fix-ups on your vehicle. Okay, so don't cheat. I will put, because the way my birthday is, my insurance comes due like about the 3rd or 4th of July. So I will go in and pay my insurance, because I have to go in and pay it anyways, and I will switch my insurance to pleasure for the summer. Because why not? I'm not going to school. I save a few bucks that way. I just have to remember switch it back in September. If you live on a farm and farming is your primary occupation, or you're retired from farming, you can have what's called farm insurance. You do not use the vehicle to drive to or from work or school and for business purposes other than farming more than 4 days a month or more than 1,000 miles a year. Okay, then there's farm all-purpose. If you live on a farm and farming is your primary occupation, or you're retired from farming and you use this vehicle to drive to or from work or school, and use this vehicle for business purposes other than farming. So there's also farm rates as well. Factors that affect your premium. Your driving experience. We went through this already. Driving record. The use and location of vehicle. If you drive in Winnipeg, you pay more. How come? You're more likely to get into an accident. You're driving more. To drive from St. Vital to downtown and back is a farther drive than to drive from the north end of Dauphin to downtown. Right? You're more likely to be in an accident because you're driving longer. And there's more cars around. The type of vehicle you drive. The amount of coverage you've selected. Whether you've got glass insurance or not. Okay? I went through it. This is the exact same thing, right? Amount of deductible. What is a deductible? What does that mean? The deductible is how much you owe. So if you have, say, a $500 deductible, and you have a crash and your car is damaged to the tune of $10,000, you have to pay $500. Okay, same as house insurance. That's to sort of do away with small claims. No one's going to put in an insurance claim for one little scratch on your bumper. Okay, because you'd have to pay the first $500. Okay, you can use the MPI insurance rate calculator to obtain an estimate for the following vehicles. So, you need some internet access here. I can go get computers if we need, but I'm going to show you first how to do it. Right? So if you have a phone, you can get it. I put the link on Schoology. Okay, but if you want to just search for MPI insurance rate calculator. MPI insurance rate calculator. Okay, so this one here is, let's just do this here. You guys can just watch. Bodie, turn it off. Is that your mom?
Hope not.
Yeah. Okay, so we are looking for a 2009 Chevy Cobalt LS 2-door. So it is a passenger vehicle. Vehicle year, it is a 2009. It is a Chevrolet Cobalt LS, and it is a 2-door. Bodie, turn it off. What is your postal code of your primary residence? So I'm going to put in the school postal code, because all they need is sort of where I'm living, 236. You can put your own in if you want. I verify. No. Okay, continue. How will we use it? Now, it says here that this is a Manitoba resident. Oh, there's the postal code. Oh, I should have went back. Insuring in the municipality of Winnipeg. Whoopsie. I got to go back. Oh, and start all over. Oh, it saved it for me. Okay, postal code. R4H. Because that's going to give you a different rate than if we're here in Dauphin. 1H7.
What's the year?
2009, Robert. Which municipality collects your property tax? So that's my postal code. It is insured in the municipality of Winnipeg. Continue. How are they using it? It's all-purpose insurance with a 10% discount, $500 deductible, a $1 million third-party liability. So it is all-purpose. Continue. Which auto-pack discount level most accurately reflects your driving record? This one has a 10%. How do you get a discount on your insurance? No. By going a full year without an accident, you get a credit. You can get up to, I think it's 5 credits. And for every credit, you get a discount. So this person has one, it looks like. 10% discount. $500 deductible. Okay, you can get a much lower deductible, which means you pay less in the case of an accident, but you pay more of a premium. Lots of people just pick $500. I have $200 because they get you the glass. What level of third-party liability would you like? We're going with $1 million. So if there's an accident and you are held liable, then you are covered if the other person is injured. Would you like optional extension loss of use coverage? That is, if you don't have your vehicle and it's in the shop for a month, you can use that money to rent a car. Okay? I don't tend to do that. My car's in the shop for a while. Most shops will give you a loaner for a while, right? Here in Dauphin, I can get around if I need to. So, will be insured for auto loss of use, so they are picking that. The new car protection will be.
They're picking one or the
They're
other.
picking. The car will be insured for auto loss of use or new car protection. Oh, so maybe you think it's this one, like that. Hey, Miss G'day.
Yeah.
Okay, this gets a little bit confusing here. No, I don't think I like this new vehicle.
Protection.
It's not valued at over. Okay, I'm going to say no. Oh, here it is here. If the vehicle's worth more, then consider buying optional. It's not. so I'm going to say no. What payment would you option like? Full payment. Calculate the estimate. Okay, so 2019, your insurance would be $1,808. In 2018, $1,830. Oh, hey, look at that.
Yeah.
The price went down. Price went down. Okay. So you can do this on your own at home. Like if you're considering buying a car, you can do this to sort of see what it's going to cost you to insure that car. I'm surprised. A 2009 Chevy Cobalt is $1,800. Wow.
And that's a 2009.
Yeah, that's a 10-year-old
10 years old.
car. Woo! Let's see what would happen if I were driving this in Dauphin.
Yeah.
Let's just change this here. Let's put in that R7. Same thing, all purpose. Discount 10, yeah. Same amount.
A little lower,
Not a whole lot.
but no.
Wow. What's so special about the Chevy Cobalt? Well, to be fair, it's $1,500. Then there's $150 for registration, right? I mean,
yeah. But is it more because it's a two-door, so they consider that to be kind of a like if you were going to go a four-door, that's more of a family vehicle?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, that does seem like an awful lot of money. I don't know what I'm paying. I never do the full payment anymore because it's too much.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will get you guys computers that you can use that as well in a bit here. Okay, let's quickly go through this here. So maintenance. Cars, particularly older cars, sometimes break down. You all know that. When they break down, they need to be fixed. Alternatively, you can have your car regularly serviced to help prevent breakdowns. When your car is serviced, you have to pay for two things. The parts, and you should note here, Daniel, that you pay both PST and GST on parts. But labor, the cost of the person to fix it, you do not pay both PST and you do not.
Oh.
You do not pay PST on labor. You only pay GST. Yeah, cross that out. Okay, so here's an example. Mrs. Dick's car broke. It needed a new water pump, which cost $29.99, a new thermostat, which cost $8.99. Okay, there's no way that a new thermostat is $8.99. Bodie, am I right? I know, but $8.99? You can't get anything at the dealership for less than $50. A thermostat? Okay. I guess you know more than me. Water pump, $29.99? Does that seem reasonable? Yeah, really? It seems awful low to me. Okay. Took the garage 0.8 hours to install both at a rate of $65 per hour. How much was the total bill? So this is actually pretty easy. So let's do the parts first. Okay, you guys got room there to do it? So parts, let's go $29.99. We're going to add $8.99. I get $38.98 for parts. Parts, you have to do both taxes times 1.13. $44.05. And the labor is 0.8 hours times 65. 52 hours. And the labor you only pay GST on, which is 5% times 1.05. 54.6. Did I do it wrong? Oh, yeah, that's not 52 hours, it's $52. Thanks. Not hours. You are correct. Dollars. So for a total of $54.60 plus 4405